Bruce Barrett doesn't even want a part of this.
No, he doesn't.
Barrett doesn't want to be a part of Is It That Bad? And like listen to this really like he knew it was bad and he decided to stay away.
Although we are live though.
No, I know.
All right, guys. So we are live once again on the Comic Core Sunday night. Is it that bad?
Dude.
Bro.
Dude.
Bro.
Massacre!
Party!
Why do you keep screaming massacre? I just don't understand.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. All right. So, Annie, my dear, you made the shall we say
Poor decision.
Poor decision of allowing Mark to pick this film. You let him pick a movie.
Okay.
So, yes, in case anyone's wondering why I look like this, I thought, how could I look like a bro from this movie? So I'm trying to be Turbo. This is Bro Cat Ren.
This is Cat Ren Bro.
This is full on Bro Cat Ren.
Ricky Martin's here. Hey, Ricky. You're right on time. Oh my god. We were talking a little bit about Dude Bro Party Massacre 3, and I have to slow myself down when I say the name because it is such a mouthful, and it's kind of
pun. It is a mouthful, literally.
It is definitely a mouthful, considering that there are no other Dude Bro Party Massacres except for the third one, and in the first one we kind of get caught up with what the first two might have been.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of compensates for all three.
Mm-hmm.
This is a truly horrible movie.
Yes.
After we end the show, I'm getting in my car and I'm driving to Indiana, and I'm going to stand outside my house and then bully them for the rest of the week. I got Snatch figures up off of her porch.
Hey, I got a tent. We can put it in the front yard.
You can put them in the front yard. They'll have to avoid your bear trap.
Yep. No, traps, plural.
But Mark, this was your choice.
Yeah.
Correct?
It was.
We let Mark pick the worst possible movie that we had.
He did.
And he did a great job picking the worst possible thing that absolutely come up with. But Kat was saying beforehand, and it's really cool how they tried to string the storyline along and make sense of everything. But that's about as much kudos as you can really give it.
Mm-hmm.
When considering,
I honestly, I have respect for the creative team behind this film.
Yeah,
because you can tell that they had a thought in mind and they stuck with it through and through.
They really wanted to see that become achieved at the end.
All the cheese fest.
Mm-hmm.
I also feel like they had this whole like plan of doing this cheap VHS recorded over B-rate horror film, which was fantastic at times where it's like you could see the little snippets of commercials and the home video in the front.
Yeah, that was
and everything. Clever. And all that was really, really clever. But then you got to the point where it's like you could tell they had a ton of sticky notes on a board of different ideas. Like, oh, we could do this, we could do that, we could do that. And they just went with everything. They went with everything, and I was like, "Oh God!"
A little goes a long way in filmmaking, and I think that I don't know how things went down in the writers' room, but I feel like everyone was a yes man, and they said we can do this, and nobody said, "Hey, that might screw up the plotline," or "Hey, what if we didn't do that?" Or, "Hey, what if we made it work?" They just said, "Yeah, let's do it," and then they went for it, and they did not slow down once.
Here's how I imagine this entire storyboard went.
Yeah.
Remember Cabin in the Woods?
Yes.
Who had Dude Bro Massacre Party 3 Flood? Yep. You win 10 points. That's how the storyboard went. There's literally just all standing around and be like, yes, that's it. That's a great idea.
At the same time, you watch this movie and they had these cameo appearances where I'm like, how could they even afford this person? They had Larry King. Hello, Larry King. They had Patton Oswalt. And they had Nina Hartley. How could they afford these people? Why did these people agree to be in this movie?
Okay, with Patton Oswalt, I can kind of see him wanting to be a part of this just because it is a monstrosity. And he's a very funny comedian. I really like Patton Oswalt, and I think that this is like, you know, people being like, whoa, Patton Oswalt was in this, you know, and now he's getting Modoc and he's boys.
You beautiful bag of oranges, you. Just boop you on the nose. Yes, that is a plot line in the movie. You boop people on the nose and they turn into bags of oranges.
Before we went live, I asked Kat and Mark if they think that Larry King is like rolling in his grave because he had to be in this.
Oh yeah,
probably.
And he pissed. If I was a hard-hitting journalist, not even hard-hitting. If I was Larry King and I was a television personality, I think Kat. Oh my goodness.
More than definitely.
Yes. But
yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Patsy, Rob writes some really cool articles for me over on mainframe.com. He's our wrestling guy. So if you're looking for some wrestling bits, I'm putting in a shameless plug. That's your dude. Keep them coming.
Patsy also has his trade paperback for Junior High Horrors hitting the best-selling on pre-orders on Amazon.
Yes,
so
bravo.
Go ahead and buy Junior High Horrors on Amazon.
Please do.
It's fantastic and completely dyslexic
better
friendly.
horrors than it was Dude Bro Party Massacre 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
If anything's gonna push you to look into his work tonight, that's gonna be the one thing. This is Kat, you were right. This was worse than Thanksgiving. This Thanksgiving looked good.
Mm-hmm.
This is worse than Thanksgiving. This is worse than The Room. This
which is
makes
so hard
Meet the Feebles look like it's going to win award season. Mark
was Meet the Feebles.
You officially found the worst film on Is It That Bad?
Oh, that's just gonna...
We gotta make him a little trophy or something.
We kind of do.
No. You think that this movie is bad?
We gotta find the trophy and we need to like send it.
Yeah.
I'm sure I can find an even worse movie than this.
It's going to be a challenge, but I'm going to try to beat this movie.
No, I can find.
I'm going to try to beat this movie.
Bollywood Matrix.
That sounds fantastic, though.
It is so terrible because there are like 5 different movies all in one movie.
I want to watch Bollywood Batman.
No, you don't.
Russian Superman.
Oh my god. Red Sun? Hello?
No. It's 100% a ripoff. And I can't actually pronounce what the real name is, but it very loosely translates to the Man of Super in English. So they just call it Russian Superman, which is basically a Superman ripoff.
That's so good. Okay.
Okay.
Did you guys? I know that we're gonna spend a lot of time ragging on Dude Bro, but do you like? I know Pat liked the VHS touch. I really enjoyed that. I think that was a really fun idea to manipulate a B-rate horror. Mark, can you see anything nice about Dude Bro?
I'm just so glad that they used
anything nice about Dude Bro.
There
are many, your choice.
Yeah, there are just so many. How do you say it? They used all the things you're not supposed to do in horror movies in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Kids, animals, rain.
Yep. Going off on your own. Yeah. Although Motherface. Daughter.
Motherface.
Daughter
sister.
Of Motherface.
No. It was sister of daughter of Motherface.
Yes.
I felt like this was translated into like another language and then translated back to English where the translation is not direct. And then they went with that script.
Yeah. More than definitely.
It's kind of fantastic how bad it is, though.
It's
I mean-
like I had my doubts last week when Mark was like, "This is my choice," because I sprung it on him, and I'm so glad that you. Full disclosure: Kat and I were about to just jump the ship on this one, and Steve
We almost did.
I know.
We were conspiring behind Mark's back.
we were ready to bail. Like
I had a movie lined up on Shudder that we were going to watch instead.
Mhm.
And then Mark found it. Unfortunately.
No.
There's no unfortunate. I knew where to find it. You're welcome. And you didn't even have to pay for it.
I am.
Do we know how much this movie made in the box office?
Not a clue.
Because it came
This
out in
movie-
2015.
I don't think this made anything in the box office. I'm pretty sure. What? It actually released in theaters? Oh, really?
It was. I think it was pretty sure it was a limited release.
This wasn't like an Indiegogo. You can only get it on their website movie.
I'm pretty sure it was like a limited release in certain theaters.
Okay, so the estimated budget for this movie altogether was $400,000, which I assume is like the 3 parts in which they used to pay their celebrity endorsements.
Mhm.
I don't see. Let me see. Office total. Let me see total after that. And see what I could come up with. Because I'm curious to see how much it actually brought in if it was hosted for a limited run.
I'm thinking it was because I kind of remember it. Never went to see it, but I kind of remember it. It may have made nothing, honestly, but who knows?
How is this worse than The Room? And The Room's budget was $1,800. I'm serious.
Because they didn't have to pay celebrities. He was the celebrity.
But Mark was the celebrity on The Room. Sorry, I'm taking that off. I'm trying to be like Turbo. And
Can we just talk about how great these cast names were? Or how the same actor
Turbo,
was
Sizzler, Brett, was it Brent and Brock?
Brett and I think so. I think it was something.
Brent and Brock. And then they
Brent
kept getting confused. They're like,
Yep.
like Brock, back from the dead, bro. I was like, actually, I'm his identical twin brother.
They made no cuts. They made no edits to this. They just
Nope.
shot it straight through, and they hoped it would somehow come together. It did not.
We even had a robot double in this.
Yep.
He was just like, he's like, it's okay. My robot double and I, we got this. It's like, oh,
I
That-
want to know
that
more
was your
about the
fallback.
robot double.
he died. How do you kill a robot double? You dance with them, apparently.
There was this one time my whole family was murdered by wolves.
Oh my gosh.
What?
That's why he decided to be a zoologist.
Yeah. That really just pushed me to be one.
Oh my god. Oh my god, the bang bus.
But wait, is that also a wheelchair joke? Because never mind.
Oh, dude.
No.
Really in for a flip. Oh, that really threw me for a loop.
Okay,
I
so
gotta admit, the bad jokes were pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
how is it that the dude bros are able to do all of these different pranks and not end up in jail or in prison? They literally slaughtered a town.
Yeah.
4,000 people are dead from one prank. That's just one of their pranks.
They flooded the city.
They flooded an entire city. It was literally a welcome to. They scratched off the city's name, or like spray painted a new one on, and it was 4,074 people in the population. They had that spray painted over and just wrote 74. 4,000 people are dead. And then
if
they're
anyone
like,
is wondering if we have an international audience, yeah, this is what the American higher education system is like. This is what Greek life is.
Mhm.
That I think they did a wonderful job of just showing how it actually is. No full
Wait a minute.
There is a mother face at every major party school across the U.S.
Mother face showing up everywhere.
Is that why they
Dude
banned it
rose
at
in
your
line.
school, Annie? Because
Yeah.
this movie is based off all the events that happened to lead up to that being banned.
Yeah, you know, I don't really. That's why I was so apprehensive of rewatching this movie, because it's a documentary.
It's based on her school.
Mhm.
I'm so sorry that they
Thank
flooded that nearby town.
Yeah.
And you know,
If you
they
go on
also
there-
crashed the plane inside the orphanage. I'm sorry about that as well.
Well, actually, there are a lot of flooded towns in Illinois.
There, yeah.
I've been boating on a few of them. It's so weird to look under the water and see like cars and homes and stuff like that. It's like, what the heck?
Okay, have you guys seen the Trimmer movie? The Trimmers movies are fantastic, Ricky.
Those are Oscar worthy compared to this.
Don't go hating on my Trimmers.
He just said they were Oscar worthy
They're
Mhm.
fantastic.
compared to this.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Um,
all 7 of them.
it's not a. Oh,
Okay, I was pretty sure it was a crowdfunding film. I thought it was like an Indiegogo or Kickstarter
Yeah.
or something.
which
There
never
you go.
underestimate the power of sites like those.
I know the second Terrifier
Mhm.
was almost completely crowdfunded.
Oh yeah, there are even like across more emerging social media platforms like Vero or TikTok. People are posting their own independent project teasers, clips, behind the scenes, and linking ways to fund that, which I find is very interesting compared to going on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, Twitter, you know, and using these more niche sites where you know you're going to get a backing.
Mhm.
I can't believe this is 2015. It has such a not 2015 feel to it.
Well, didn't you know it was banned in 85 by Nixon?
By the Nixon.
It has the same quality as like the stuff in 1985.
I told you they actually did pretty well in that respect.
Yeah, I don't know what
I-
I meant to say with that statement, but I guess yeah, if you can make sense of it, I can. Man, I just don't. I don't need any prequels. I do not need Dude Bro Party Massacre or Dude Bro Party Massacre 2. I think that we are abundantly fine with the third one.
I think the trilogy is complete.
They're just
The
going to go
trilogy
through.
does not need to
We
be.
don't need to touch this again. Just put it up in a box.
Nobody
Forget it
look at
happened.
this and then try to reboot it. Blumhouse, if you're watching this,
Please
Reboot it.
Please
you
don't.
can't make
Do
this
it.
worse.
Please don't.
You can't, there's no possible way that you can make this worse.
Yeah, I
no
know
matter
how.
how hard
I
you
know how.
try.
Oh God.
Do that girl massacre party 6.
Can
Yep.
we have
It's just to be a bug, peppy like
preppy? Okay,
like
preppy chick fraternity girl massacre 5.
yeah, kind of like Legally Blonde meets Get a Clue meets I don't know,
How
Freaky
dare
Friday
you.
or some slasher, Scream or
Yeah.
something. I don't know.
like Scream. Yeah,
Scream.
don't say how dare
How
me.
dare you? You should both be
Brainstorming.
smacked for slandering those films and those franchises and even putting them in the same sentence in the same thought bubble as Dude Bro Party Massacre 3.
Okay, fine. Miscongeniality
I'm fine with that. I don't care about that
meets
movie.
Friday the 13th.
What if we had White Chicks meets Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Is Leatherface trying to experiment?
I would like to see Terry Crews as his role in White Chicks, but like
Getting
slasher.
chased by Leatherface.
I want to
Maybe
hear that.
he-
I want
What?
to hear him sing. I want to hear him sing that song.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's my favorite song.
Like
Yeah.
literally, he's being chased by Leatherface the chainsaw, and that starts playing on the radio, and he stops everything, and he like grabs his hand, and they're singing and everything together.
No.
It would be like TMC4, The Next Generation, where he's got the pretty woman mask on, and he's dancing around. Yes, exactly like that.
You got this all wrong. He's running, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he stops for his Axe commercial. Or is it Old Spice? One of the two.
Oh my gosh. Yes, he's in Old Spice, isn't he?
Yeah, he is Old Spice.
This has the same parallel of Jamie Lee Curtis stopping in the middle of Halloween Kills to promote Activia.
To eat Activia.
You know what
You
keeps
know
me
what?
regular?
She's here to eat Activia and kick some ass, and she's all out of
She's doing
Activia.
both. She is doing both.
Well, you know,
She's saying, "Hold my Activia."
Well, Michael Myers chasing after you would keep you active.
It would.
Yeah.
You burn a lot of calories by running away.
Mm-hmm.
And not just your problems, like physically moving.
Yeah, that's true. And then you would play the game, are we wearing clean underwear?
Right now, all three of us could successfully rewrite the modern hoarders of today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have total faith in this fantastic team.
I'm just still going to let you know that Inflatable Sharks is going to be so much better than Dude Bro Master Party.
Yes.
Sharks.
Inflatable sharks.
Oh, yeah. Which we are finally trying to get around to filming. Thanks, 2020. You sure as hell fucked it. Anyway.
You know what, though? On my way to work today, I did hear that Chicago is anticipating greenlighting everything this summer. Concerts, expos, festivals, sporting outings, bars, restaurants, clubs, theaters. So, beaches. So I will take, unless anything changes, I guess that's what it's gonna be.
Yep.
They can greenlight that, but they won't greenlight another Dude Bro.
No more Dude Bro.
Oh, there has to be at least 3 more.
No more Dude Bro.
How many
3 more?
Sharknadoes are there?
6.
Yeah, that means that 3 more would be
No.
totally fine.
No.
It needs to rival the Sharknado franchise?
Yeah. We need to get more backing
No.
behind this.
No.
I need to see
This is
more.
what we kind of
Dude Bro.
need, though. Like, this is what's going to bring America together. And what's the line? This is America?
This is America. There are no consequences.
I think that should be the tagline for all of the next 3 movies. They should share the tagline. This is what's going to bring America together. This is what's going to get us back in theaters. This is how we're going to end the global health crisis, is by bringing this one back.
Yes, thank you, Chris Barrett. You're totally catching on to what I've been going for. Dude Bro Party Massacre 3, Dude Bro Party Massacre 6, 9, and 12. Yes.
Wouldn't it just be like Dude Bro Party Massacre the dozen?
No.
Like, cheaper by the dozen.
Cheaper by the bros.
No, the 9th one has to be in space.
Okay, I think Fantastic Four.
Well, in the 12th one, they go back in time to the first one.
Are we gonna also do a
They're gonna try to save Brock before he gets killed off.
Walter
in
and
the second
Hobbs,
one.
where we can send our 2 dude bros on their own side quest?
Yes.
Well, you see, because it's 12, they're going to be like, dude, bro, that is a 1 and a 2. So here are the movies.
Or Hobbs and Shaw. Did I say Walter and Hobbs? I meant Hobbs and Shaw. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. It could be Walter and Hobbs.
Bro, I got you.
Bro.
Bro, I got you.
Okay. It's gonna be the same vein of Dude Bro Massacre, but it's gonna be in the sense of Hobbs and Shaw. And for one movie only, it's gonna be Vin Diesel and whoever else was Hobbs and Shaw.
Yes.
Isn't it Jason Statham?
Was it Jason Statham?
That was Jason Statham.
He was
Yeah,
the Met
Jason
with them, wasn't he?
It's Jason Statham.
Midnighter, what are you doing?
He's going after Garfield.
Bro.
Don't worry about it.
There you go. Good bro. He's coming back.
Yeah, he's just clawing me. Don't worry about it.
Midnighter is a bro.
Midnighter is the broiest of bros.
Midnighter is such a bro. Look at him coming to chill. Oh my goodness. Dude Bro Party Massacre. I said this already, but I'm so glad that I was intoxicated upon viewing.
Don't you want that hour 36 back in your life?
I screwed up and watched this completely sober.
With a cup of coffee.
With a cup of coffee.
Oh, so
I did not have liquor in front of me whatsoever. That's a big reason why I kept pausing this and thinking, do I really need to finish? Yeah, I know, because everyone judged me for turning all these movies into drinking games, and I was like, damn it, this movie definitely was a drinking game.
This is like the one.
This is the, like, hands down, this is the movie to turn into a drinking game. And yes, I was stone cold sober with my cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Steve Austin.
Steve Austin.
I'm just so sorry that you two had to watch this.
Yeah, you picked it.
You're welcome.
You picked it, and now we get to punish you with our next picks.
Oh. Just tell me it's not Twilight.
Oh, it's better than Twilight. It is better than Twilight.
It is? What is it? Okay, first off, before we announce what your choice is, do we have anything left on the table to talk about with Dude Bro Party Massacre 3?
Dude Bro Party Massacre 3. Is it that bad? Yes.
Yes.
Please never do this to yourself and watch it.
Yes. Watch it. It's better than Napoleon Dynamite.
You watch it, but it's
a drinking game.
Like, it's a chore. You need to make a day out of it. You need to prepare yourself. You really need to want to watch something that's going to make you hate watching.
Actually, Napoleon Dynamite is better than this movie.
Napoleon Dynamite, that was something else.
Guys, look at this horse.
That was kind of like a whole movement in its own when it first came out. I don't understand why, but it was a whole thing when it first came out.
Oh, it's okay. There was one time I actually had the entire dance move routine memorized.
You memorized the Napoleon Dynamite dance?
Yeah, I did at one point in time. And I even had Vote for Pedro shirt. I
was going to say, we have to get you a Vote for Pedro shirt.
I used to have, well, actually I have it still, but I've gotten so much bigger since then. Anyway.
Any Hoosiers.
I'm not a medium anymore.
So, all right.
Annie,
I issued my closing statement.
Closing statement.
Yeah, like I just said, yeah, it's pretty bad. It is. This is the worst that we have seen on Is It That Bad? And I say that with I'm impressed with how
mad respect.
Yeah,
I kind of want to smack you, but mad respect
for pulling out this wild card that is going to be hard to beat. Yeah. Thanks, Mark.
I could find something even worse than this, though. I'm not gonna lie. Well, cool.
Annie wearing bronzer again.
Did I just?
The lock is kicked and the door is swung open.
Did I see a wig hit the wall?
No, not tonight.
I'm pretty sure I just saw a blonde wig hit the floor. I mean, seriously.
No,
I don't know what that was.
Confiscated for some goddamn reason. Anyways.
Uh-oh. Countdown. We have a half hour before her battery dies.
5 minutes. No, I have... Goodness gracious. Come on. I have an hour.
Okay.
No. Dude, that's going to cut this whole short.
But yeah, no.
Streamed in
Dude Bro Party Massacre 3, horrible. Like, I would have never known this movie would have existed without Mark telling me about it, and I don't know if I am a better person or worse person for being aware of it, because I know I'm going to show other people.
You're
this
gonna have a
movie.
marathon.
I'm going to make them watch it with me. So I'm going to have that suffering kind of passing the torch of the suffering. Yeah, this was a impressively
Terrifying movie.
terrifying, yes, impressively terrifying choice. Thank you, Mark.
Yeah. You're welcome. It makes you wish you had just never seen it.
Sorry, my
That is
bros
true.
wanted to hang out.
Now that I've seen it, I can say that I watched it and bring it up as a talking part at parties or something. Hey, you guys ever seen Dude Bro Party Massacre 3? No?
Oh. Next time you go to a film festival or something and people are like, well, you're not a real film critic. We're like, really? Have you ever seen Dude Bro Party Massacre 3? No? Guess you're not a real film critic then.
Next time I'm challenged by my knowledge of Ugandan cinema. I'm going to counter it with that.
Dude Bro Party Massacre 3.
Take it away.
It'll really throw you for a loop.
Yeah.
Jesus, I just can't get over
But
that.
boom.
Just why?
So Annie.
She just said take it away.
Take it away. For next week, do you guys want to hear next week's choice?
Yeah.
Next week, so Mark said that he thinks it's Twilight, but I went a step beyond Twilight.
Oh god.
And I brought back one of the most I don't know if you guys remember this one, but it was a pretty popular parody. It came out in 2010 and it is called Vampires Suck.
Yep.
I remember it. I actually own that movie.
We are going to be watching Vampires Suck.
Remember, I have to take my shirt off. It's in my contract.
We can revisit we could Becca Crane and Edward Sullivan.
Disco balls.
Yep.
Yep.
Is that a segue?
I'm so looking forward to this. Ever since Robert Pattinson's become the Batman, I got back on my middle school Twilight kick, and I've been going over like the last 6 months. So
Quick, run away.
I gotta
Why?
go back.
They're gonna be hungry in another 30 minutes.
So
It's so bad.
You know what's even
I mean, I
worse
hope
now?
this one is worse than Dude Bro Party Massacre 3. There's
I
no
haven't seen it in
guarantees, but that's my contender.
I
That is my
have not
contender.
seen this movie in years, and
Okay.
I'm excited to see if it
Yeah.
does in fact beat Dude Bro Party Massacre 3.
Well, actually, didn't they do like a video description of Twilight like years before the actual movie came out? I must find this. Like
What do
I'm
you
gonna
mean by-
I don't know.
like it was
Video
promoted, like it was promoting the book, but they actually did like scenes out of the book, in like with actors, like B-rate actors or like video students or whatever. I'm pretty sure they did do it because I remember it on like a VHS DVD thing.
A VHS DVD thing. That
Yeah,
really wraps it up, That really sums up.
I
don't know what you're talking about at all.
I was in the 8th grade,
Okay.
so that had to have been 2004, 2005. I kind of remember it because I was in middle school. I just remember that. Marcus and me hungry in 5 minutes. Yeah.
Probably.
actually. It's a good thing that I have these alcohol-soaked blueberries in my drink.
Ooh, very good.
Yeah. By the way, you cannot taste any of the 8 shots I put in here. But then been soaking for 2 days. Yep.
What did you soak it in?
Blue raspberry vodka.
with a dash of Everclear.
Everclear.
You put Everclear in everything.
Yeah, it gets rid of the germs and
Disinfectant.
and
You're drinking hand sanitizer, friend.
no, that's actually sitting on the counter right now. Glycerin. It says keep away from flames.
Isn't Everclear just as flammable?
Oh yeah,
Dude, you could run your car off that.
bro, you totally can.
Bro.
Actually, I found this
Dude.
YouTube video where the guy was actually trying it, and he said his car ran better. With a 50-50 mix of Everclear and gasoline, his car ran better. But for pure vodka,
Horrifying.
but for pure vodka, it's too watered down. It will.
Mark is 5%.
5%.
Everclear. That is correct.
I'd believe that.
I think so.
Yeah, your point.
It might be slightly higher than that.
I mean,
After
70%.
this, yeah.
I mean, what am I? 70% water.
So you're 65% water, 5% Everclear, 100% Mark. I don't know.
Damn straight. That's how that math works.
I don't know where I was going with that. I'm not a math
All of
person.
them, Mark.
It works.
It works. Man, Everclear. Never again. Never. Unless, I really have to. Where I'm in a setting where everyone else is drinking Everclear. And I'm like, I bet I should.
I will tell you, he tricked me into drinking Everclear throughout flu season. We do a shot of Everclear when we got home during flu season. And I'll tell you, I never once got sick that entire flu season.
That's true.
So maybe a shot of Everclear does kill everything.
Maybe the Victorians were right. Maybe we should just go back to their medicine.
Right?
No, you did it wrong. You're supposed to gurgle it for 30 seconds and then swallow.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's literally what he made me do. It burns everything.
But don't go next to an open flame.
No, I might. I just might.
Don't try lighting the candle and gurgling at the same time.
I'm gonna go stand outside of the snow. I'm gonna go to the little CVS corner store on the way, pick up my little handle of Everclear, get a lighter, and just see what happens.
Oh my god.
Just
make sure you have someone that's ready to take care of you if you get seriously burned.
I've ever seen the guy at the circus. That's pretty much what he's drinking.
I bet. Oh yeah. That makes a lot more sense. And that's why they're doing it too, because they're all hopped up on Everclear.
Yeah, you won't feel anything.
Exactly. Maybe the circuses are not inhumane. Maybe they're just smart about I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Yeah, when's the last time you've been to a circus?
5 years ago.
Okay. That was very specific.
Maybe Christmas doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas is just something a little more. Throwing it back to the Grinch, everyone.
Oh man. I cannot believe we have gone beyond the Grinch here. That was over 2 months ago.
Yeah. It's been a minute.
It's been a hot minute. It doesn't feel tomorrow's gonna be March.
No, it's not.
Are we avoiding March for some reason?
Beware the Ides of March, Mark.
No, tomorrow's the 29th. Get it right.
Leap day. I know someone leap day or leap year, whatever it's called. And he's that guy that goes around and he's like, actually, I'm 5 years old. And I'm like, shut up. You're 22.
Well, I mean, actually, I kind of thought about this the other day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think the Christian calendar, because it's a leap year, have screwed up so much by getting rid of that one day that over the centuries of the calendar being around, the seasons are still the same, but the months are different?
It's possible.
That could be possible.
Just throwing it out
Are you
there.
comfy?
But then I understand they put the leap year in there to try to counteract that. But did it? Because you notice it keeps staying warmer and warmer up until December, and then it's super duper cold after January.
So are you saying if it was another way around, that would be happening?
Yeah. Like if we went to the lunar calendar, it'd be a lot more accurate. There are 13 months in the lunar calendar.
That's right, there are.
Well, maybe if that virgin sacrifice had been successful, I wouldn't have had to watch Dude Bro Party Massacre 3.
I'll wait till the
We'll
fifth
never
one.
know. Damn bag
He
of
may have
oranges.
died for your sins, but your sins including what are including Dude Bro
Watching this
Massacre
movie.
3.
Yeah.
It's in the Bible, folks. Look it up.
Well, I mean, so is. Wait, never mind. No,
He's
I've been getting
trying
into
to
that.
drink your
Quit
drink.
getting out of my
He's trying
alcohol.
to drink your drink.
You trying to eat my blueberries?
Yeah,
That
probably.
cat's gonna have some vodka blueberry.
He's yeah.
He's
Now
ready
you're
for this vodka blueberries. He's set. Have you
You go
ever
ahead.
given cats catnip?
Yeah.
What?
Do they like react to it very strongly?
Oh yeah.
He rolls around and just loves life. Like, he has torn open an entire package of catnip before
Mhm.
and just covered everything in the entire room and been very proud of himself.
Yep. Or the one time he did not get a hold of catnip that looked like catnip. Definitely oregano. Just saying.
Definitely oregano.
Definitely oregano.
He was asleep.
Cat wine.
He's actually gotten a hold of my actual wine.
Oh, even better.
Even Jean sometimes likes to dip her paw in
Jean's an alcoholic.
Yes, she
Jean can smell if there's liquor around and she tries to steal it.
Mhm.
100%. You cannot leave a shot glass or anything unattended in this house because she will try to put her face in it.
Oh no, there's no try. There is only do. Thank you, Yoda.
Yeah, we don't leave things like that unattended.
But Annie, you seem
Your
just super.
cats they know. They're ready. They're ready to party.
Yeah.
You just seem so disappointed that you had to survive watching this movie.
It was a 50-50 shot. I didn't know if I'd make it through. It was a
Yeah.
chance.
You survived and you're
I couldn't-
stronger because of it.
I am a better person because I have watched Dude Bro Party Massacre 3. I'm gonna buy like one of those veteran hats. And it's not gonna give any context to what I survived, but it's gonna say something like I survived in like today's year. And people are gonna think it's Corona, but it's actually gonna be Dude Bro Party Massacre 3.
We should put it on a shirt.
I think we should. I think
I
if we like,
survived
we could start an underground T-shirt line.
M3.
Yep.
Are we gonna
Master
abbreviate?
Party. Oh, MP.
EBPM and then the Roman numeral 3.
Yep.
Yep.
Sister, daughter of Motherface.
The sister of
Nobody said
Motherface's daughter.
no. Nobody said no
Twin
in the
sisters.
writer's room. They just kept going. Nobody's.
They just kept going with it.
But why? I'm just so sorry. We're gonna
You
have
don't
to
have
cut
to
this
ask.
session short. Shink.
How under the influence were the writers?
Probably very.
We ran out of post-its. We need more post-its.
I'm
It's like
telling
that-
you,
Episode of It's Always Sunny where they have Charlie in the basement and at the post office, and he's got all the boards going and he's losing his mind and he's chain smoking. That's how it's
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
it's like you can tell the writing staff literally just communicated through post-its like Double D's parents.
Really?
Yeah. Had to go there.
I'm gonna have to top. I'm gonna have to top this movie because I'm pretty sure I can find an even worse movie than this.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm fairly certain I could try to find an even worse movie.
Cat.
You know what?
We're looking at you.
I'm telling you right now, I have at least 5 movies in mind that I think can actually beat this.
I know Hot Rod's one of them.
What?
Hot Rod was a terrible movie.
I'm just a little concerned that Annie's going to stop accepting my phone calls.
I'm blocking this number as soon as you're going to get the "who is this" text every time you reach out
Who
to
this?
me.
New phone.
Hello. I am contacting the authorities. Leave me alone.
I have called the police.
They are tracking your phone.
They know where you are.
Hi, you have a collect phone call from. Hey Annie, pick up the phone. If you'd like to set the charges, +1.
She's just gonna decline every time and say nope.
My phone will constantly be on do not disturb, and you're gonna wonder why. I'm gonna leave it in like 2 rooms away and just let it go.
It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna phone tree you, and I'm gonna make Carson call you.
Oh, I can't say no to Carson.
See, that's what I'm saying. No one can say no to Carson. He's got that smoosh face. You can't say no to him.
Oh man. No, what's gonna happen? It's gonna be like 8:30 in the morning, and the group chat is gonna go off, and my phone is gonna ring. It's gonna be all of you goons calling at 8:30 in the morning for some reason.
Yep.
Because there is no moment where you are all resting. You are either all together or doing your own thing.
Or one random person needs to chat.
I figured that out very quickly.
Dude, there's been something up with Chad's phone in the chats, and like no one can hear him.
Yeah,
so I just gave up and called him.
Mike? Yeah.
Like, it's fine when you call him and you actually just talk to him on the phone.
Yeah.
But Facebook does not work with him. Facebook audio does not work right now.
No.
And he tried having a serious conversation with me earlier on it. And I was like, I can't hear you. And he I could tell he cleared his throat because I could hear that much. And then he still continued on. And I was like, I'm just going to call you. And I'm like yelling into my phone.
That I can't hear him.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be like whenever we get to those first cons, it's going to be like 3 o'clock in the morning. Where the fuck is Mark and why is there Chinese food all over the place?
I can't wait for that. I really can't wait to go. I was thinking about that today. C2E2 was a year ago today.
Damn.
Yeah.
I miss cons.
I miss places. Not just cons, but like places. Cons most of all because there's a real strong emotional connection to the people and the places there. But concerts, going out and actually doing something, movies.
Dude, movies, yes.
Actually, we went somewhere yesterday where they actually reached full capacity. There was a line outside the door. I was
we
left. We left.
Oh.
We're like, I was like, nope, not worth it.
I'm looking at my old Snapchat memories, and it's all C2 from last year. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh, so
you know what? No, like I was saying earlier, I heard, it seems like there is a lot of positive embrace on this upcoming summer. So even if it's say we head out to Terrific Con at the end of July, and that's the first event of the year or whatever, that's still something, I'll take that.
Chris Barrett, was that in your backyard in an actual place?
Axe throwing. Where did you go axe throwing, my dear? And how can I go? Because that sounds fun.
Poor Sassy.
I mean, did you use targets, or did they provide you with people?
Bring your own people.
Bring your own
And then they provide the targets.
It is Connecticut.
I'm just saying. Did they provide you with people? Did you have to rent them? What happened? Did you have to bring your own? It's a joke. Any hoosiers. There's been a little bit of news as far as like horror movies and all that nonsense. So one of my favorite series, like B-rate status series of films, are the Jeepers Creepers franchise. And there's been a lot there's been a lot of controversy because of the director and all that. I don't want to get into all that. I don't want to like air that out. But it has been confirmed that this new trilogy of Jeepers Creepers has no attachments with him. He's not a part of it whatsoever. Sylvia is not at all involved in it. But unfortunately, it's also from a lot of the same creative team that made the third Jeepers Creepers film, which is thought to be the lesser out of the three. I would say the big issue with the third one was it was made for TV. It was a sci-fi film, and you could tell it had a sci-fi budget. And it was clearly very edited. That being said, if we have one team working on an entire new trilogy for it, we might actually get some questions answered. And I'm excited to see what could possibly happen, because the third film out of the Jeepers Creepers trilogy was supposed to be all these questions are going to be answered, but it just raised a lot more questions than it actually answered. And then it kind of made things even more confusing in the long run, especially since it technically took place in between the two films. It was kind of shoehorned in there.
So, from a fan perspective, is there anything that you would like to see with this? Is it considered a reboot or a sequel?
So, I've heard both. I've heard both ways that this could technically just be like 23 years exact after.
Okay. I think it was an October release date, if I'm correct.
I believe so. Or at least right now it is. But I believe we are going to see the return of the sister from the original. And she's going to be the one to kind of like explain what's going on with the creeper and everything. Because, you know, every 23 years, they use 23 days to feast, basically. And I'm excited at the new open world that we could possibly get with the creeper. I mean, is the creeper going to like travel? Is he going to, you know, and we did get the ending of that with the second film of the creeper strung up in that barn. And it's like, well, it's been just about 23 years.
Wait, has it actually been?
Well, in that film, the end of that film. Has it been, though?
No.
So the first one came out in 2001. This one is, let me double check my source here. Jeepers Creepers 2001. I apologize. I'm sorry. That's a different Jeepers Creepers, and it was a Western from 1939.
There you go.
Yeah, this is 2001. And the new one will be released at the end of, or it was supposed to release in 2020. Is there an updated release date?
Why not just hold, like, honestly, if you were going to go with the whole every 23 years, my only question is why not wait until we hit 2024? Because then we'd get 23 years later, and then you'd get the whole nostalgia thing. Like, we could have a big re-release of a lot of the films, like the 23-year anniversary feast edition of this, like an Arrow cut, and Scream Factory could get on it with everything. I think that could be insane.
Especially when there's a guarantee, a mostly guarantee that there will be a public to openly receive this movie, where there will be fan participation and a lot of excitement around the franchise instead of having to watch it through Shudder or Paramount or HBO or Disney or something, where you are kind of limited to your accessibility, and there could be, this rejuvenation around the B-list horror movies and horror movie industry. Horror cons will be coming back. They could do something with that. They could make it more fan inclusive, not exclusive, but fan inclusive, where they really do a lot to celebrate the 23-year anniversary of the franchise. And just because that's such a significant number within the movie, I don't know why they're just not waiting.
Chris Barrett says he's going to the hood.
Davis gonna be there?
Hey, if Warwick Davis teams up
him.
with the Creeper, I'd be totally down to watch that.
Well, I mean, if you really think about it, they could keep it in the same location, but because everything's vastly booming, it could be in a neighborhood because
That's true, honestly.
Yeah, that is true.
I mean, urbanization.
Yeah.
Farmland just kind of goes bye-bye overnight.
Just look at places like Portland.
I mean, like I've said before, my hometown, there was a lot more farmland when I was first growing up and everything. But as an adult, I mean, it's basically just a booming city now. I mean, there's still farmland on like, the outskirts everywhere, but it's primarily just city now.
So my hometown, about 20-something years ago, maybe 25-ish years ago, 25, 26 years ago, it was farmland. Like, all where like the major crossroad intersections are, highways, all that good stuff. That is now like a town square. However, where I live now, when I moved over the summer, it's kind of ruralization compared to urbanization. So there's a lot, like, I can go maybe 5 minutes away from me, and I will go, there's a feed store down the road, and they're selling, like, remember when I put in the chat how many ducks should I get? At the end of in the middle of March, they're going to be selling like ducks, chickens, geese, feed, livestock auction.
Chickens are
there's
evil.
A lot of farming here, a lot of livestock. There's a lot of agriculture, a lot of dairy farms. And I was very surprised because, when we were checking out the new lay of the land, we went in the opposite direction, away from the town square, and not even a stone's throw away, you're upon these, you have grain elevators and mills, and it feels like you were in northern Wisconsin or in rural Indiana. It is a completely a huge demographic change, and you can kind of see it reflected in Chris Barrett, I could get ducks. I really want a duck. They're like $10. They're $10, and nobody's stopping me.
Are you gonna train it to say Aflac?
I might. I was gonna make him speak like Donald Duck, but that's my boyfriend's family actually has chickens. His mom has a chicken coop, and they used to have hens that laid eggs. Like, he lives in a more a suburban area, and he might be coming with me. I might be taking his family with me, and I might be helping them pick out their new chickens for their eggs.
Nice.
So, but it's just such a huge change that kind of stuns me from time to time, because half of the population on me, it's a very large Polish and Lithuanian area. So there's a lot of no native English speakers. Everything is very traditional. There's 15 Catholic churches in the area. And then it's farmland, this is totally different. I don't like it.
Sunday morning must be hopping.
I went to church. You know what, though? It's funny you say that. I went to church for the first time since last year today, because my mom was like, we gotta go to church at least, one time. And I was like, okay, we can go to church, So I went with her, and they had a capacity. It was 120 people. you needed to get there at least an hour or 45 minutes to half an hour early to get in. You had to line up outside. They were doing head counts, and then they would spray bottle holy water on you. Instead of having you dip your hand in the holy water, you make the sign of the cross. And then you go on, and like you were 4 or 5 pews away from people. It was really interesting. Like nobody could be unmasked during the mass, except for the pastor and the deacon, and like the cantors and all that. And then
on the 12th day,
Jesus
sanitized you.
Mm-hmm. No more baptism. We're just doing sanitizing. They just dunk you in a thing of hand sanitizer and send you on your way.
There you go.
No, you guys all stand outside, and then out of nowhere, the fire department comes flying in and just drops sanitizer on you.
Yep. I like that idea even more. Well, for the ashes, they took I walked through like a tunnel, and then they dipped the Q-tip in the ashes, and they hit you on the forehead, and you're out. Like, it takes under 30 seconds to do. It was the fastest Ash Wednesday of my life. Because usually there's a whole thing around it, and it's very ceremonious, and it's like super somber, and it's like you're supposed to be totally invested. Like, we walked through, and they're like, okay, here you go. And I was like, that's it? That's insane.
Yeah. What did you do last time we went to a Catholic church?
Did she burn?
Yeah, so most of his family is Catholic or very religious in their own rights. Mm-hmm. But his grandmother pulling me aside and pointing out how beautiful the church was and everything, and asking me if if while we were there, I would like to set up a baptism or something. Mm-hmm. So I could get married in a beautiful church like that with him someday. This was a couple years ago. And I just kind of looked at her. She's like, what's wrong, dear? She's like, do you have the indigestion? And I looked at her. I was like, no, ma'am. It's like, I'm just trying to focus on not bursting into flames. I love his grandma. I love messing with his grandma. She is so much fun.
Or how about the time when she actually tried putting holy water in your head? You started screaming. I
intentionally threw myself to the ground and started screaming at the top of my lungs and saying that it burned.
Poor family.
Oh, they love her.
They're stuck with me, so
yeah, that's true.
They don't believe in divorce, so they're stuck with me.
My mom said that she tried bringing down the church to save me.
Didn't work, did it?
Well, they put it out, so no.
No. I mean, there was an attempted process.
Yeah.
I guess that speaks volumes right there.
Yeah.
When are we going to interrogate your mom about your youth on the Friday show?
Again.
We're supposed to give her a heads up so she's not in her pajamas.
No, that's even worse. Apparently. We're not giving her heads up. No heads up. Just, hey, you want to enjoy it? Sure. Here's the link.
Welcome to the total chaos where everyone talks over each other at once, and then Legend disappears for 15 minutes, and then comes back.
And then Chad hits on your mom.
And then Chad hits on your mom.
Hey, I can tell you White Ranger.
I'm just saying, my mom had no interest in putting together a YouTube account or even checking out any of my videos. I had my channel for almost 3 years, and she had one phone conversation with Chad when he stole my phone and talked to her for about half an hour and wouldn't give me my phone back. And then finally he hands over the phone, and her first thing was, well, I'm going to need you to set up a YouTube account for me. She's like, because I really need to subscribe to that Comic Core. And I was like, you don't even want to subscribe to me. She got mad at me. She got mad at me when I was setting it up and showing her how to subscribe to things. And she's like, but when do I see Chad? I was like, you don't want to see my stuff. She's like, when do I see Chad, though? She got super mad at us when we were in Baltimore because there were all these other people that were like at the booth. And she called me one night and asked me when Chad was going to make an appearance on camera.
Unbelievable.
Yes, she needed the Chad.
It is believable.
He's a flirt.
He is incredibly charismatic and
biggest
charming when he wants to be. When he wants to be, not when he's heavy breathing into the microphone at 2 a.m. Yeah.
Yeah. Or
Totally
snoring, falling
amazing.
asleep in the middle of a call.
Yeah, that too.
Still, the funniest thing was him falling asleep in the vehicle when we were driving out there, and then him reaching into his shorts, grabbing an imaginary phone, answering an imaginary call, and having an entire conversation.
Oh my gosh.
And everyone else in the car just looking at him having this conversation and wheeling and dealing on the phone. And then
even the
hangs
driver
up.
turned around to look at him.
and puts this imaginary phone back in his pocket. His phone was on the floor in the car. And we're all looking at him. I was like, is he actually on the phone, Carson? He's like, no, he's just talking to his hand.
Oh gosh, that is actually a really terrible movie.
What?
Troll 2.
Troll 2, yes.
Have you seen Troll 1?
Yeah.
Or Troll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with Troll 2, though.
Highlander 2.
Because, they needed to get that big budget marketing name behind it. So they picked Troll.
Oh my god.
It's where the money's at, Troll.
You'll do anything for money, right?
You know?
Oh jeez. I'm just scrolling.
Are you seriously Googling bad films?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
That's kind of cheating, Mark.
We're intimidated already, Mark. It's okay.
That's kind of cheating.
The Avengers from 1998.
Oh my god.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
What is it? Was it 1994's Fantastic Four? That's now a bootleg everywhere.
Oh gosh.
Even the 2005 Fantastic Four was a bit of a hot mess.
Yeah.
Oh,
I did hear a rumor that I can't confirm or deny this. Like I literally, it is just a rumor that Chris Evans may come back as Johnny Storm in Multiverse of Madness, or like a cameo. And then he's supposed to come back as Hydra Cap as well. But that people have been saying Hydra Cap for years. I don't know if I buy it. I can buy the Johnny Storm cameo. That I can understand.
Well,
Hydra Cap, you gotta let the Cap thing go.
No. They got Robert Downey Jr. to agree to more films. They just cut him a big enough
did?
check. No, remember, because he wanted to be done before.
Yes.
And they got him to do like Infinity War, the Gauntlet.
Yeah.
They got him to do Spider-Man and everything, the little like cameos and everything he had going on in there. My thing is, they can afford it. Disney, get off your pocketbook. You get Cap back, at least for little cameos here and there. You're gonna make bank.
Oh gosh, I think I found an even worse movie.
What?
Then
Oh,
Troll
God.
2?
Than Troll 2 and way worse than Dude Bro Party Massacre 3.
No, it's not way worse.
Yes,
It's pretty bad, but it's not way worse.
Freddy Got Fingered.
In 2001.
Hello?
You've never seen that movie.
You
We
don't
gotta-
want
we gotta-
to.
Okay.
You
Paul
just
Green.
don't.
Oh.
Paul Green at the height of his fame.
No, it's Tom Green.
Tom Green, Paul Green, same damn difference.
It's just bad.
This one was married to Drew Barrymore.
Oh, okay. And now she's got her own talk show.
Mm-hmm.
So good for her. She was in E.T. Now she's on digital television.
Oh, The Master of Disguise. I remember that movie.
Any Hoosiers.
I remember Master of Disguise.
Hey, The Room is on this list.
The Room is fantastic.
Oh.
I've never heard of that movie.
Sex Lives of Potato Men.
Of the Potato Men.
Of the Potato Men.
The
Okay.
Potato Man. Is that a code word for Irish?
Probably. Catwoman in 2004.
Oh, God.
I was thinking about bringing up Catwoman.
Let's not. Let's not.
Alone in the Dark.
Oh God. What is epic movie?
That was really bad.
Anytime you have to name your movie epic movie, it's probably not going to be epic. Just throwing it out there.
Meet the
I've
Spartans.
seen Yes. Carmen Electra. Yes.
Hey, can you spray paint that 6-pack on me? Thanks, man.
Oh my God.
The Hottie and the
The
Naughty.
Hottie and the
I've never
Naughty.
even heard of
What?
that. What the fuck?
You and your list.
The Last Airbender is definitely on there.
You know,
Please.
one
Oh my God. I see The Last Airbender, the cartoon, has been so personal to me. I think it is really, having that exposure to it at a young age and really caring about the show, I think it has influenced my characters, my morals, my values, my decision-making skills. I think it has kind of guided me to be the person I am today. Especially Uncle Iroh, the character of Uncle Iroh. Mako's passing was something very personal. I felt like I was losing a grandfather. And The Last Airbender 2010 by M. Night Shyamalan is just disgraceful. It is so disgraceful. It's just a shame, because I think that a lot of people around my age who grew up with Avatar understood how much love and care and dedication that was put in this film. It was truly like Zuko's arc is one of the best character arcs ever, like hands down ever. And I think with the two creators of the show stepping up with Nickelodeon on Paramount Plus to give us Avatar Studios, I can't wait to see what they're going to do. Like, I'm so excited. I wasn't a big Legend of Korra fan because I'm so close to, like, I really love Avatar. And I think that Korra kind of doubled over on expectations and couldn't exactly meet that same originality as the first series did. That being said, I have total faith that whatever Nickelodeon and Paramount decide to do moving forward will be far better than what Netflix is trying to do with the live action, which I'm so afraid to watch. I really don't want to watch it because if the creators of the show have to leave because of creative differences, you're doing something wrong. Like, you are really just overstepping bounds or pulling the wrong strings because you want it to be more like Game of Thrones or Witcher, and not what it is. Because in reality, it's a kid's show about being a good person and being true to who you are. And if you can't translate that, don't even try.
Yeah.
I was going to throw out a couple different bad movies, but
No, go ahead. I'd like to hear your bad movies. I'm just saying
you had to go all the feels. And
No, I really want to get the 4 elements from Avatar tattooed on my arm. I just think that'd be super neat.
There you go.
Yeah, but no. After Last Airbender, I watch it because I think it's funny because it's bad. Like, the CG is ridiculous, and it's just the first book, and it makes no sense. But bad movies.
Don Powdy.
This is my turn to talk.
Oh,
it is Kat's turn to talk.
Hush.
But that is a bad
I
movie.
was quiet for you.
It doesn't have to be.
So, Into the Woods from
my
early
goodness,
mid-2000s. No. This is actually a scary clown movie.
Yeah.
And the blood effects in it are actual jelly.
Ooh.
Just to tell you how cheap and bad this film really is. Another one would be a much more high-profile and much more expensive bad movie. Garfield 2, A Tale of Two Kitties. A Tale of Two Kitties. Fantastic. I think it's a masterpiece, personally.
No. Bill Murray.
Masterpiece. All right, so what else am I going to say here? Of course, we've already discussed Rubber on here before multiple times. That eventually needs to be a thing.
Yes.
But what else are we going to discuss here? The Puppet Master series. That's Full Moon and its best, worst, all of in between. What is it? Cannibal Women in the Avocado Forest.
Oh my God! Why?
Yes.
No, that is a title. Chris
That is
Barrett
a-
mentioned
Yes.
Norbit.
Norbit.
Have you seen Norbit before?
I've seen it before. It's Eddie Murphy in all of the Suits, right?
Yes, it is, and it's
Okay.
it's like every Medea movie put in together into one. It's like one big Medea.
Hey, Katie, I found your movie.
Yeah. Oh God, no.
Yeah, the Garbage Pail Kids, the movie.
Oh my God, they're the Garbage Pail Kids. Did you see
1980s.
they're redoing the Rugrats?
They are.
What?
They're CGIing the Rugrats.
Why?
What?
And they're bringing back the, you know what, the CG doesn't look good or look bad. It looks good, and they're using the same voice cast.
Maybe. Have you ever actually heard the real story behind the Rugrats and how messed up it really is?
I've heard bits and pieces, but what is the full story?
The full story behind it is it's actually it's written by the girl who was Susie
Mhm.
as an adult, and she was friends with Angelica.
Mhm.
And the Pickles and everyone, it was just a really, really messed up situation where like kids died or they were aborted, and there was like a lot of drug use and I mean, like we always see like the fun bits where the babies go on misadventures and everything, but it was a lot of neglect, honestly, and a lot of absentee parents just not caring about small children. And a lot of these instances, these kids actually got killed.
Oh my God! Wow,
And
that's very dark.
mostly it was like the reason why the kids never actually got older was because this is all the stories from Angelica, and a lot of it is just stuck in her imagination and her trying to cope with all of this as a drug addicted young woman. And she unfortunately ended up taking her own life. And
Oh, wow.
it's Susie trying to make it into a lighter retelling of Angelica's story. But yeah, it's all from Angelica's imagination, and she just told her all of these fantastic adventures and stories and everything that happened. And yeah, it's really dark and it's really sad. And it's like, yeah, that'll ruin your childhood real quick. I loved the Rugrats growing up.
I've heard a very similar thing about Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Oh, Blue.
Where every imaginary friend is like a mental illness, and the girl, who's the girl? Frankie is schizophrenic, and this is all her making that up as she goes, and that's her own kind of world and her reality where she's interacting with these imaginary friends, and to her they're very real people or very real beings. And yeah, no, it's these Nickelodeon cartoons and these Cartoon Network cartoons,
they're
even
dark.
like Fairly Odd Parents, like if you really think about it, it's a sad show where this poor kid is left alone all the time with the babysitter, and he's got to rely on his two fairly godparents to keep them together and just wish for everything.
Honestly, most of these shows that were really big in like the 90s and like the 2000s are actually pretty dark. I mean,
They're very dark.
look at Courage the Cowardly Dog.
I hated Courage. It scared the hell out of me.
Very dark.
It was
Dark
very,
show.
very off-putting.
All about abuse and neglect.
Yes.
And it's right there in the forefront. They make no bones about it.
No, they're very upfront about how even Flapjack, like the misadventures of Flapjack, and they lived in the whale.
Yeah.
Was that before your time?
I remember Flapjack. I babysat a couple kids that watched Flapjack.
I could not stand. And see, like Chowder, on the other hand, Chowder's my
kimchi.
I love
Rada.
I went a couple of years ago. I found
Yes.
every episode on YouTube, and I went on like a binge of just rewatching Chowder. My God, it is so. I forgot how funny it is. Really?
Or
Yeah.
Mark doesn't like good things. We've already discussed this.
No, I'm gonna braid my mom and ask her why we never really watched TV.
Ed and Eddie.
I remember. Yep. I think they did a redesign of Ed and Eddie.
They right now I know that they're currently working on like a fan series or whatever of it, grown up, Ed and Eddie, called Peach Creek. Peach Creek. It's available here on YouTube. They're currently starting to put stuff out, and they actually have some of the original team.
Oh, wait.
So it's actually kind of impressive. Before you're like, please don't. Like, it's actually a little impressive. They've got I think the first episode out for it, and they showed a little bit of like the Kanker sisters in it, and I've seen some of the designs for the guys and some of the other characters, and I'm totally
Is this for the 2021 Ed and Eddie reboot?
It's not official.
Okay.
It's not official. It's
Okay.
completely a fan thing. It's available here on YouTube.
I see. Okay. Man, that was another one. I don't know. I think my mom was really against me watching, like my sister and I watching it. I think that we weren't extremely censored with what we were taking in. Like, what should be censored was censored, but I don't know if she was as strict about cartoons. Like, I know we watched like SpongeBob and shit like that, and the earlier SpongeBob's, like Mark, I was just like over my head. I'm like, what is this? Why is this so funny? Why are people like, why is this good? And then I really grown to appreciate how clever it is.
Well,
The
you
newer
see,
seasons, I don't know.
we really didn't get cable until I was like the 7th grade.
Okay. So you could have
And-
got on that SpongeBob bandwagon?
Here
No?
and there. Here and there.
No? I had a good friend of mine.
My
for
mom
my
told me to go
high
ride a
school
bike.
years. And she was someone that they had cable, but she was very, very monitored in what she intook. So she watched a lot of like PBS, WTTW, very generic, child-safe, child-friendly television.
Mhm.
And she decided to go to school in Scotland. She studies at the University of Edinburgh. And before she went off to school, I promised her that I would show her SpongeBob for the first time in her life as like a 19-year-old adult. So I had a little get together and I got all of her friends together and we had a screening of SpongeBob and we chose the band camp episode.
Yes! Oh my god!
We chose the band camp episode and like everyone there, we're quoting it, we're riffing on it, we're having a great time, we're laughing. And we finished the episode and we looked at her and we go, hey, what did you think? And she just kind of sits there and she goes, I don't really see what's so great about it. Ooh,
I
there's
think
my
a
little
big
battery
part of
sitting.
that, it's the disconnect between the nostalgia, the member berries of,
Yes,
growing up with
yes,
it as a
that was
child
another thing.
to being an adult now.
Yeah.
I know I've got a similar thing where I know a lot of people here in the community. They love like Ren and Stimpy. They love Beavis and Butthead. My mom
Rocko's Modern Life is another big one.
did not allow us to watch
yeah.
those in this house. She thought that those shows in particular were very inappropriate,
Mhm.
and
Yep.
she wasn't having any of it. Like we
Yeah.
were allowed to do like TMNT, Power Rangers.
Mhm.
I mean, all of it.
I
Like,
wasn't
I
allowed to
wasn't
watch
even allowed to watch
TMZ.
like Pinky and the Brain or Animaniacs.
Yeah.
So when Animaniacs, I remember I was like in 4th grade when I first, because we were doing the countries of the world, where the oldest Warner Brothers sings the song. You know how it goes, you know?
Yeah.
And I remember everyone being like all of the parents and my teacher at the time, they were like, yeah, we can't watch any more of this show. It's very inappropriate for you. It was the Animaniacs. I was like, I don't get it. So once it hit Hulu, the new reboot hit Hulu, I watched the new one. And I I'm like, this is pretty good. I don't know why they were so wound up about it. But I can kind of see why, because it's very adult in nature. Well, geared towards a younger audience. And again, very clever, very well done. One of my favorite adult cartoons, but another one of those, like the Ren and Stimpy's, the Pinky and the Brains, the I think I watched Dexter's Laboratory. I think it was like Johnny Test that I couldn't watch, or Jimmy Neutron or something.
Dude, the
I
Grim
really
Adventures
guys
of Billy and Mandy
know-
was really dark too.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. I do remember Finger Princess. I was blacklisted from Finger Princess. Not great. It was a parody on like Disney princesses, and it would be very, very obscene. And very
Was it like
naive.
Harry Potter Puppet Palace?
Palace? Harry Potter Puppet Pals?
But same damn difference. Dumbledore, Ron Weasley.
Yeah. It's kind of the same thing. I think that Harry Potter Puppet Pals is a little more meta and existential.
Okay.
Like every video is a crisis. Whereas Finger Princess was just like raunchy humor.
Okay.
Just like Adult Swim type of stuff. I do have 12 minutes left on my battery. I'll give you guys a heads up. I just
we're
don't
gonna
want my
lose
screen
Annie
to
here
cut
in a
out.
minute.
I don't want my
Oh, wait.
screen to cut out. Like it did
I'm
last time.
sorry. I'm a little drunk. Did we just choose a movie?
Yeah. We
Oh.
did Vampires Suck, right?
Oh,
Well, thanks
Okay.
for joining in, Mark. Glad to have you.
You
Oh
had
my goodness.
Everclear, everyone. Don't drink Everclear.
What's
yeah. Okay. I kind of remember that now.
Oh my gosh.
I was told to play outside as a kid.
I was really excited when HBO Max launched, and I signed up and everything, and I was able to show him Tiny Toons, the Looney Tunes Tiny Toons. He'd never seen it before, and I was so excited to introduce him to like Buster Bunny and everything. I was like, this was my jam as a little kid, and I showed it to him, and he's just like, oh, this was done by Steven Spielberg. He's like, I don't see it. And I was like, you shut your mouth, Mark.
Steven Spielberg. Oh man, he's done
He's
everything.
an executive producer on that.
Yes, he was.
Wasn't that impressed?
It was fantastic. Shut up.
I'm just saying, during Jurassic Park, the fence is there and it's like a flat platform. The next thing you know, the car's being pushed off a fucking cliff.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry, Mark.
What the fuck?
Over the summer, my workplace did a screening of Jurassic Park, and the owner and his wife and his kids decided, one of the owners and the wife and the kids decided to show up. And I'm kind of buddy with them when I'm on the clock, you know? So, we're on a first name basis, and I get along with them quite well. And I was serving drinks. I was working at the little pop-up bar that we had going, and I was ushering people out at the end of the movie. And the wife walks up to me, the owner's wife walks up to me. I go, oh my goodness, nice to see you. You know, it was really nice to see you today. How was everything? What did you think of the movie? And she goes, she's so cute. She goes, you know, I've seen Jurassic Park so many times before in my life, but somehow I always forget how the movie ends. I go, yeah. And she said that with such earnesty, and I'm like, yeah, it's kind of forgettable. Unless you're super into Jurassic Park, you just kind of let it go by.
You know what happens at the very end? All of our dinosaurs, they bring out their big guns and they have a huge shootout. And there's explosions.
Yep.
And, you know, then they start driving fast cars and like flying them on bungee cords and like slamming into them. And then they transform into things and like blow up more stuff. Oh, wait, no, that was just Michael Bay's wet dream of Jurassic Park.
No, I was going to say, what was the part where the title card goes across the screen and it says directed by Michael Bay?
Right.
Or was that the next Transformers that he's working on?
It's not as bad as The Island.
I actually love The Island. I will fight for that movie.
Wait, what's that Tom Cruise
I
movie?
love that movie.
Tom Cruise.
What's that Tom Cruise
Any
movie
Tom Cruise movie.
No, where they use like twins or triplets to see into the future for their crimes.
Oh, I know what you're talking. I don't know what
It's
the name
so
of it
fucking
is.
bad.
I know what you're talking about, though.
I tried rewatching that. I couldn't make it past the first 5 minutes. I was like, this is just terrible. How the hell was this a top-notch movie back in the day?
It was expensive. I know that much.
But yeah, it was Tom Cruise.
It's a Tom Cruise movie.
Yeah.
Just like, I'm kind of afraid of what Top Gun 2 is going to look like. I think we lost Annie.
I think we lost Annie as well. It's about that time, folks. I think we lost Annie. She's just frozen.
Well,
all right, guys. Since we lost Annie and Jean won't leave me alone, we're gonna call it here on Is It That Bad?
now we're just going back to original Annie because remember it was just a freeze order.
Okay, so Dude Bro Party Massacre 3. Question mark. Is it that bad?
It's terrible.
Yes, it
You're
is
welcome.
that bad.
It is
a
worse than The Room.
monstrosity of a film, and highly respect it for that thing. I'm just telling you right now.
We lost
Respected
Annie.
it so much. I wore a jean vest earlier on in this episode. All right, guys. So, of course, check us out here every Sunday night. Next week, we're going to be watching Annie's Choice.
Vampires suck.
Vampires Suck. The
Which
Twilight
I totally
spoof.
spaced out for a lot of that. I'm
Mark-
sorry.
Mark told her earlier on in the season that he was fine as long as we didn't pick Twilight. Technically, she did not pick Twilight. She just picked the parody of Twilight.
Close enough.
So we're going to call it here, guys. Until next time, see you next Sunday. Or Friday night if you want to see us then too. All right. Bye, guys.
Adios. I think we're still alive.
Yeah.
Are we still